All right. So I had a lot of thinking before I could really give an answer to this. And we had a little debate in the chat the other day. I don't know if it was last night or the other night about him being the greatest scorer of all time. Now, even though Kareem had it, he wasn't considered the greatest scorer of all time. So I don't think LeBron is the greatest scorer of all time just because he got the record. Um, Now, that's not to say that he's not a scorer. I think that's a lot of things that's been misconstrued about his career. In order for him to average what he's averaging, for him to get this far, he has to be a scorer. Um, so I think that's one thing that I want to eliminate. I'm not saying that he's not a scorer. I just don't think he's the greatest scorer of all time. Now he's become a better shooter as his career has gone on, but he also is not good at the free throw line. He's been bad at the free throw line almost his entire career. I think he's under 33% as a 3-point shooter, and most of his shots are in the paint. So when we talk about great scorers, we talk about people that can score efficiently everywhere on the floor, and that's more so free. That's free throw line, layup, dunks, mid range, and 3-point shot. Now you don't have to be great in all aspects, but you have to be adequate enough to say that you've done it, and then comes with accolades as well. LeBron James only has one scoring title his entire career. Although he has the most points of all time, he only has one scoring title his entire career. We have other players right now who have more scoring titles than him, and they haven't played as long as he has. So I think that's something that has to take into account. Now, one of the greatest scorers of all time, I'll say he's one of the greatest scorers of all time, but the greatest, I wouldn't say that. No.
Now me, I agree. I think that he is a scorer first. People say he's a passer first. He's not. He's a scorer first. All right. He's a good passer. But
It's a
look,
great passer.
I listen to other shows, listen to other people, and they were trying to compare like, Kobe to LeBron. Is Kobe a better scorer than LeBron? Who's saying LeBron better scorer? And people brought up career averages, percentages. I see people in the chat talking about percentages. Carmelo, LeBron James, Kareem all passed Jordan in the all-time scoring list, and they all shoot a better percentage than Jordan. But are they better scorers than Jordan?
No.
No, they not. All right. So now LeBron James, he is a scorer, but he has one scoring title. All right. He been to the playoffs basically almost his whole career. He led the playoffs in scoring 3 times. Not total, to my average, 3 times. All right. When you got a guy like Jordan, not trying to play him with Jordan, I'm just going to show you how like a scorer. I think he is a scorer, but he's not one of the greatest scorers to me. All right. But I think is a good scorer though. Jordan, like out of all his playoff appearances, only 3 times he didn't lead the playoffs in scoring. 10 scoring titles. Kevin Durant got 4 scoring titles. All that stuff. LeBron, I would say, is once again longevity. He is probably most healthiest athlete, in the NBA ever played, and he's the most consistent because of his health. All right, can't forget, LeBron walked in as a man on his team, so his averages is gonna be higher than a guy like Kobe who came off the bench, or higher than Iverson who fell off at the end of his career. Right, Iverson went to the Pistons and the Nuggets and all that stuff, and his averages went down when LeBron was consistent because of his health. It was because he was a great scorer, which he's a good scorer. It was because he was able to be consistent because of his health. T-Mac. I mean, are we going to say you're a better scorer than T-Mac? T-Mac. Like I look at like the all-time scoring list. Not for y'all. You're probably not saying this, but all-time scoring list, right? Scottie Pippen has more points in that list than T-Mac and Isaiah Thomas. But we're going to say Scottie Pippen better scorer than T-Mac and Isaiah Thomas, and he's shooting a better percentage than both of them. But we're going to say he's better scoring than them. All right? Vince Carter got more points than Larry Bird. I mean, are we going to say Vince Carter better scorer than Larry Bird?
No.
So LeBron, I believe it's a longevity stat. And I do think, I'm not going to say he's a great scorer because he can score at will when he needs to. And he do have a playoff run when he averaged 35 points a game. So he is one of the greatest scorers. But I want to put him above Jordan or Kobe or KD. But anybody else, he has a argument for me.
Okay. Um, okay. Now I got to be his legal assistant here. The question was, right? Does this make LeBron James the best scorer of all times?
Mm-hmm.
All time. I'm sorry. Black people, we always got to add an S to something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I listened to both you guys go back and forth, and you named all these guys. I think what we're getting lost in translation here is shooters versus who can put the ball in the hoop.
Okay.
Right now, I'm gonna just use these two, Steph and Clay. Right? Who's the better shooter between the two?
Steph.
Steph.
Why do you say that?
I mean, his percentage is higher. He made more.
Now you use percentages, right?
No, you talking about shooting threes, right?
No,
I
just
mean, I say he made more and he shoot better percentages. Point blank, you're better.
And he's better in scoring when it comes to that too.
okay.
You
So
said better
most people
score or shooter?
see. I said who's the better shooter.
Yeah, shooter. Steph has more threes made and a better percentage. There's no argument you can make Clay is better.
Hold on, I had some technical difficulties in the background. That must have been so most people would say Clay is the better shooter because he has the better form. Most people say Steph is the better scorer because of where he can shoot from, his range, like you said, the percentages wise. If you ask me, it's always been a debate, but the debate for me was more so KD. See, people talking about off the dribble and all that. Y'all tripping.
That counts.
No. What we said shoot for all right, maybe I mean for three. That's what I mean.
Okay,
Steph
that's
Clay is the
cool.
better 3-point shooter. His form is better. A coach will sit down, an actual coach will sit down and tell you that Clay is the better shooter.
I
Steph
don't
has
know,
no
Tom.
form.
Not because of form.
Time
Yeah,
out, time out.
form is
All right, look, real quick before you continue. Think about this. Steph shoots a lot more threes off the dribble.
Son,
Clay's threes are standstill, catch and shoot.
it's not about
But yes, Steph still shoot a better percentage than him.
we're
Shooting
gonna
more
take this to the
difficult
chat.
shots.
We're gonna take this to the chat because it's not about them. But
All
at
right,
the
go
end
ahead,
of the
go ahead,
day,
go ahead, go
look,
ahead.
LeBron James is the best, is the better scorer. I wouldn't say he's the better scorer of all time at the end of the day. I agree with y'all on that. But what I'm saying is LeBron James should be in the talks to be the best scorer of all times
The best.
because of how he can score. Because he can do it. He's not the best 3-point shooter, but he can shoot a three. He can get you a bucket in the paint. He can get you a bucket outside the paint. And when you talk about free throw percentages, he's like 74% career
Man,
wise.
that's not good as a
it's not
superstar.
good.
Bro, he been playing since he was 12.
And he's been bad since then. What you
He's doing.
mean?
No, he never shot 80% on three.
73? Y'all saying
He
it like
never
it's a
shot
dream.
80% in his career.
It's not
As a
good, man.
superstar, Tomo, you got to shoot at least 80%. He's
Unless
never
you're a
shot
big.
80% in his career.
73 ain't bad. That's a passing grade.
So is Kareem a better scorer than Jordan?
For where he was at, yeah. No, he's not. I'm gonna say no.
He's
I
not,
just had to
man.
make y'all mad. I said no. I had to make y'all mad. No, he's not. Because Jordan can score from to me, bro. To me, I don't care about nothing else what nobody else is saying. To me, if you can score from anywhere on the court, you're a scorer. So that's why they would say Jordan's better than Kareem, because Kareem only did it in the paint. And back
But
then, they really didn't have no 3-point line. So you can't really compare them shooting threes. Like when people in that whole debate, the LeBron Jordan debate, they didn't even have 3-pointers back then. That was like a rarity. You know, like that's why Reggie Miller was a dog, because he was shooting from back there. Other than that, they weren't like, hey, bro, go shoot the three. Today's game, you have to shoot the three. Like that's just what it is because of what Steph is. And I told y'all we taking him to the chat, and I'm gonna prove y'all wrong. Like I proved y'all wrong about almost everything I told y'all about. AJ Brown, that number one receiver. Shall I continue? But y'all saying 73, bro. If y'all got a 73 in high school, y'all was passing.
in high school,
That's
come on,
high school. This is
NBA
not
player.
high
And in
school,
college,
man.
bro.
This
See
is
average,
basketball.
hey, bro.
got
See
the
average
same-
people are running companies.
He has the same
This is a
free throw percentage
basketball.
as Kareem, I think. I think him and Kareem got the same free throw percentage. It's not good, bro. Olajuwon shoot better percentage than him from the free throw line. You know, so
All right.
you're not gonna tell us walk away, bro. When you got a
I'm
chance.
I'm not saying nothing. Y'all got
All
it.
right,
Y'all got it.
all right. So this is the last one we got for y'all. Is LeBron the GOAT?
Oh, that's what I want to say. My whole comparison was him versus KD, who's the better scorer. And people will always say that LeBron. Some people will say LeBron was a better scorer because of what he can do in the paint. But that's just what I threw out. I'm just throwing out there. Is LeBron the GOAT?
Yeah. See, so like in that case, Shaq.
Hey, Carl, I said that, Carl.
Yeah, like Shaq is the best. He better than Kobe. I mean, scoring. I guess he is. But Shaq was like, see, it's a difference between. I get it. If we're gonna talk about just putting the ball in the hoop,
that's scoring,
and then, but he never led the league in scoring once though. Why?
Who?
Durant did his first three out of 4 years, something like that. He led the league in scoring. All Bucks, bones, led the league in scoring. Like he did it once, bro, his whole career. And then people want to say, well, he didn't prioritize that. I'm like, all right.
But then that deflates your whole argument about him being shoot first.
He only led the league in assists once. It's not like he led the league in assists his whole career. LeBron never really led the league in nothing for all year, like his whole career, except for one scoring title, one assist title. That's it.
So then you just need to say he's an all-around player then.
He is, but I think he's a scorer first. He's a scorer first. He averaged 25 points, way more than he averaged in assists.
So maybe that's what we getting lost in translation on this one. Because when you say score first, I'm thinking give me the ball, I'm gonna shoot it. Not give me the ball, I'm looking for to pass it. When you say shoot first, I think Kobe.
No, yeah, Kobe is way more. He's a pure scorer. Yeah, he shoot first. I'm saying LeBron is I'm saying LeBron is more of a scorer than more of a passer.
He's second team shoot first. Kobe first team shoot first.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I got you.
LeBron probably 13. So for real, but
if we talk about generations, I mean, if we go all the way up until this generation, then you got to say he's third team. But name a guy who almost played through all three generations. Like he played in the Kobe era, he had his era, and he's in the Steph era. Now he's in the Giannis / we don't know who's the face of the league era.
Hey, Dave, they having a whole debate. Don't put the debate on the screen.
Yeah,
they having a whole different debate in the chat. All right, don't want them to distract the viewers. They don't have this little debate, but we going anything that got something to do with we saying, we throw on the screen. They having a whole Steph Curry debate still.
I saw Braun in the comment. That's why I was posting it up. That's why.
I mean, they going that car right now. All right. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button, no matter what you're listening to or watching it. Hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.